Yeah, I know that intro was definitely too extra for an air fryer. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So with more and more family households thinking about converting their conventional toaster ovens into an air fryer, I thought for this week's video, what better way to make a video to see whether or not it's worth it. So to give a little bit of background, I now lived in my apartment for just over a month now, and I had a good friend reached out to me, suggested that I buy an air fryer. I didn't even know what an air fryer was. I was like, do you fry things with the air? Do you deep fry things? What the heck does it do? So in this video, after using the air fryer for just over 2.5 weeks, I figured I'd share 3 things that I love about the air fryer and 3 things that I don't love about the air fryer. And as always, before I jump right into it, make sure you hit that subscribe button because I'm still on the go to 1,000 subscribers and I'm still way short of it. Let's jump into the 3 things that I love about the air fryer, starting off with number 1. You know what? I think it's important that we define what an air fryer is in the first place because I feel like some of you who are watching might not even know what an air fryer is. So let me tell you what a Google search result gets you. An air fryer is a small countertop convection oven designed to simulate deep frying without submerging the food in oil. Okay, so that's a very boring definition of it. Basically, an air fryer is this plus that. That gets you this right here. Basically, how I like to define it, it's a microwave and a full oven combined and put on steroids. Okay, now for real. So the number 1 thing that I love about this air fryer is the number of minutes and time it saves you. This thing is a game changer to kitchen hacks. I'll give you a good example. So normally if you want to cook chicken wings and you want it a little bit crispy and you're baking it in a regular toaster oven, normally you put it on 30 minutes on one side, 30 minutes on the other side, and you also have to tap on the 10 minutes of preheating the oven. Now with the air fryer, it cuts the time in half. With an air fryer, I literally cook 15 minutes on each side and I have the exact same results. And like what I said earlier, you don't even have to preheat the oven. Toss your items into this tray, throw it back in, press the start button, and you're good to go. What I said earlier, it's similar to a microwave. After you put it in there, you just press temperature that you want, press start, and it even sounds like a microwave. I am telling you, this air fryer saves you so much time. So the second thing that I love about this air fryer is that it creates a crispy texture on all the food items that you're putting into it in the first place. So I'll be honest, you won't really have a deep fryer texture of it. Rather, you'll have more of a baked texture of it. And the best part is that you're doing all this without the grease, the oil, and you're just cooking things a lot healthier. And the best part of it is that you don't even have to use a drop of oil on anything you put in. So whether you're cooking steak, chicken, veggies, or anything you want, you don't have to put any oil. Drop your items into this tray, slide it back in, and you're good to go. The air fryer is super good if you're looking to cook those annoying food items. So what is a annoying food item? Bacon, okay? Because normally when you cook bacon, you don't want to like deal with the mess it creates. You can also make dumplings into it. And the best part of it all is that you can actually technically even make desserts in this. You can literally buy chocolate chip cookies, throw it in here, and you'll get cookies in a matter of minutes. Third thing that I love about this air fryer is that it basically brings food back to life. This is perfect for leftovers. Maybe you went out to a family gathering and then they're like, hey, I have some leftovers. Do you want some? And then you say, okay, sure. The next day, you're like, oh, it's a little bit sad. So what do? You throw it into the air fryer. And if you're still not even convinced, the night before I went to McDonald's and I picked up a Big Mac meal. And instead of eating it, I waited the next morning, lunchtime, to see if it still had any life in it. And here's how it went. All right, it's lunchtime now. I'm super hungry. I saved the McDonald's from yesterday and we're gonna test out the air fryer to see if the lovely Big Mac will come back to life. French fries, the Big Mac. We're gonna put this in here and see how it goes. $350 degrees for 5 minutes and we'll see what happens. So this is what it looks like after putting it into the air fryer. Now I did make the mistake by putting it in there a little bit longer. It looks relatively okay. Not bad. So the French fries are a little bit dry. Let's try the burger. I give it like a 6 or a 7 out of 10. Now the bread is very like toasty, but the inside of it is a little bit cold. I know at least one person is gonna comment below or say something along the lines of,
"Hey Frank, wasn't your last video just about running? How can you make a video about running now air frying a Big Mac? This is a total scam."
Okay, relax, okay? This video is to educate people, okay, about air frying, not my love for McDonald's, even though. Anyways, let's get back into the video. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it obviously didn't taste as fresh as it was when it was first made, but not bad considering it was the day before. It's better than nothing, okay? You probably would have just threw it in the microwave, ate it, and then you would have been feeling like garbage anyhow. So those are the 3 things that I love about it. It saves time, you have a crispy texture on all your food items, and then it basically brings your food items back to life. Okay, so now we're at the 3 things that I absolutely hate about this air fryer. And number 1, it has to be the cleaning that is involved with cleaning these 2 trays that are stacked on one another. Cleaning of this is not the easiest thing, just simply because it's so massive. Normally, you would have to put all your food items, your meats or your veggies onto this tray, like that. So essentially what happens is all the grease, the buildup gets to the very bottom. It's not the easiest thing to clean because it's all the buildup of the grease and oils. So if you're taking it over to your sink, it's gonna take probably like a couple minutes just to wash it. And you might be thinking, oh, I can just put it into the dishwasher. Well, the troubling part of it is that it's kind of a awkward shape. So the second thing that I absolutely hate about this air fryer is that the size of this and the bulkiness. I know there's definitely various sizes of an air fryer, so you can probably get a smaller version of it, but regardless, you're still gonna have that rectangular bulkiness that you see right here. Even when you put it at your counters, you're gonna have to leave a little space between the wall of it because there's actually a vent behind this where it literally says hot steam is coming out of it. So it's not to your best interest to put it directly flat against the wall. And again, it's not the lightest thing. It's pretty heavy, bulky. That's something that you might want to consider because even if you are thinking like, oh, I'll just put this underneath somewhere else. Look how big this is. It's pretty massive. So sizing, weight, and just space on your counter is something that you really have to take into consideration when buying an air fryer. The third thing that I hate about the air fryer, now this might not be one of the big things, but you're probably gonna go through a lot of failed recipes that you are testing out for the first time. And I think a lot of it just has to do with your new concept of cooking because normally if you're throwing things into a toaster oven, you're already familiar with it. But with an air fryer, you don't know exactly how long and what temperature you need to set everything. Yes, I know that with this air fryer in particular, there's 11 different settings on this. But even then, if you're cooking something that's out of those 11s, for example, I was trying to cook like apple strudels this morning, and obviously there's no apple strudel setting. So a lot of times I'm just throwing it in there and then cooking it for a period of time that I feel wouldn't burn it. And it doesn't stop there. So even though it's an air fryer, you still have to essentially shake the tray after certain periods. Midway through the cooking of it, you want to take it out, give it a shake, because I noticed that when you're cooking it, usually it's the top layer that's a lot more crispier than the bottom layer. You're gonna go through a lot of failed recipes, and I know this is not one of the big things, but it's something that I wish I knew because I wasted basically a lot of steaks and a lot of money. In conclusion, is this air fryer that I got from Amazon for $170, is it worth it? I truly think so, because is it a little bit more expensive than a regular toaster oven? Yes, but also at the same time, you're getting so much benefits at the same time. But if you think about it, the reason why people buy mini toaster ovens in the first place is because they don't want to use all the electricity to heat a full-size oven like that. Now, taking it a step forward, an air fryer, you don't even have to do that. So I hope you enjoyed this video about 3 things that I love about the air fryer, 3 things that I don't love about the air fryer. And using that information, maybe you can make a insightful decision whether or not you should buy one for yourself. If you made it to this end of this video, I appreciate if you can like the video or comment down in the section below. I want to start creating videos that are super benefit for the viewers. So if I discover something that's super beneficial in my life, I want to provide that value back over to you. Anyhow, I should probably get going now, so I will see you guys all in my next video. Peace.